What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to a 1 million coin squad builder, give or take. There's a little bit of leeway in this thing depending on how much you paid for the star man in the team. Now there is a new daily knockout available, 8 attempts in this, and you win a 7.5k pack every time you win it, and you can play it more than once. There's still 1 day 10 hours at the time of recording this video. There'll probably be about 16 to 20 hours at the time of uploading the video, so still plenty of time to play in this tournament. The stipulations for this tournament are as follows. You can either have players from the same league being a maximum of 3 in the starting 11, or players from the same league being a minimum of 9 in the starting 11. So it's basically saying 1 league or 4 or more leagues. And of course, by winning it, you get entry into the weekend league. If you guys already finished gold in the weekend league, what it will say is not qualified, like it says for me. But if you finished in gold or above, when you get your prizes, you will be then placed in as qualified. So this team, I think, is a pretty fun team. It's got a good range of players, power, pace, skills, good defensive options. As I say, there's definitely going to be like cheaper alternatives for every single player except one, I believe. I can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the team, I'm going to show you the custom tactics, not that I changed too much. I'm going to show you the player instructions, and then we're going to play a game with it too. And we're going to start off in nets with Keylor Navas. Not everyone's cup of tea, but for me, I do like him. And I like to put, as a chem style on my goalkeepers, I like to put glove. Some people like cat, some people like boosting that reflexes and positioning. For me personally, diving, handling, and positioning are the best that you can do due to the lack of effectiveness of speed and kicking in game. They just don't mean anything. So that means 4 stats are what you need and what you want to boost, and that is diving, handling, positioning, and reflexes. So the fact that glove covers 3 of those, that's exactly the one that you want to throw on your goalkeeper. And then in defense, we are running with Sergio Ramos, of course, one of the more relatively expensive defenders, but there are cheaper alternatives you can use here. And the other defender we are using is Rafael Varane. The Real Madrid kind of trio there giving the chem. So instead of these guys here, if you wanted a cheaper alternative, you could go with Thomas Vermaelen, Jeremy Mathieu, and Ter Stegen in goal would give you a much cheaper kind of trio in defence here. And Jeremy Mathieu, being French, is actually instrumental to the whole team. In at left back, guys, we have got Alaba. Of course, Alaba is a relatively expensive player as well. In at left mid, you could probably guess like where we're going with this left-hand side. We're going with Arturo Vidal. And then in at left forward, we are going with Magic Franck Ribery. Very cheap this year and very good. With the Hunter card, he goes up to 93 pace and 86 shooting, coupled with 90 dribbling, 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, and 83 passing. He might be a little bit weak as a downfall, but overall, this left-hand side of Ribery, Vidal, and Alaba are absolutely perfect for me. Just a great combination of pace, strength, power, skill moves, and everything else you need. And then in at right back, guys, we've actually got a guy who never gets used and never gets a look in, probably because he's a common card rather than shiny. If he was shiny, I think he'd get used a lot. But Darmian with Anchor goes to like 87 pace, 88 defending, and 83 physical with a 5-star weak foot and high work rates. Being 6 foot tall, for me, I've never used him personally either, but I feel like he's going to be amazing. I feel like he's going to be a really good player to have. In at centre midfield, guys, we are going for Paul Pogba. Of course, we're not using the special versions of Paul Pogba, but we throw Paul Pogba in there. This is why the French centre-back is required, because he needs that bonus link. Darmian gives him 2 links and gets 2 links needed. Pogba takes 2 links from Darmian, 1 from Varane, and then eventually takes 1 from the other midfielder, which is going to be Hatem Ben Arfa. Now, you can use and should use the regular gold of Hatem Ben Arfa. I don't have him available, but I do have the one to watch, which is why I'm using the one to watch. But for sake of cheapness, you don't have to use him. Now, alternatives that you can use here. For Ben Arfa, you can't really use an alternative unless you're happy playing Pogba off chem, or unless you go for an entirely different midfielder which would also require a different right back. But from the BPL, there's a lot of good options that you have in that scenario. There are, I mean, you could go, for example, Santi Cazorla and Hector Bellerin, and you'll get great chem and great links. In these spots here, you can literally go with like just anyone that has strong links to each other, basically. And then in the terms of Ben Arfa, if you wanted to go Matuidi, you can go Matuidi. I just wanted a 5-star skiller in the middle. If you wanted to go Krykowiak, you can go Krykowiak. If you wanted to go Verratti or Pastore, you can go for Verratti and Pastore and just change the midfield of the team there. But bear in mind, the rules and regulations here are that we're allowed a maximum of 3 players per league. So we have 3 La Liga players, we have 3 Bundesliga players, we have 2 BPL players, and then in at the right forward spot, we have Angel Di Maria, who obviously gets a strong link off of Ben Arfa, requiring 1 player to go up top, and it's probably quite comfortably easy to see and know who it is going to be. It is going to be the Squad Builder Challenge Lacazette. I am yet to use him. Very excited to see how he plays. Everyone in this team is on full chem. There are plenty of alternatives to bring the value way down, but I just felt like having a go with this team because it has a bit of everything. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 5-star skillers, a 4-star skiller. You've got a really quick, good defense. Your fullbacks are solid. Your midfield is so powerful. Even Ben Arfa, he has like really good physical, 74 physical there. 84 on Vidal and 87 on Pogba. It's a really physical midfield. You've got Di Maria, who is really cheap this year, 46,000 coins. Fantastic card. I haven't used him yet, but I'm excited to play with him and use him. Of course, 5-star skills this year. Franck Ribery, the 5-star skills. Lacazette, 3-star, 4-star, high work rates. Unbelievable looking card. And what I've done for chem styles is I've given Lacazette Hawk, boost that pace, shooting and physical even more. Hunter for Ribery and Engine for Di Maria. Pace, passing and dribbling, just bolster them up as high as possible. Shooting is relatively low as it is, so although you could bump it into the high 80s with like Deadeye or Finisher or Sniper, I just wanted to boost what was big for him. Maestro for Pogba, in my opinion, although you could go with Anchor here as well if you wanted him to be defensive minded. I've kept Vidal on basic on purpose because I want to boost the whole of his card. And Ben Arfa, I've also given marksman, shooting, dribbling and physical because I am going to be using him as a powerhouse midfield to go forward and bang the shots in, hopefully. We'll see how it goes in the actual game. Then we take a look at the defense. Anchor across the board. I personally believe Anchor is better than Shadow and Glove, as explained on the goalkeeper. When we look at player instructions, we want our fullbacks to stay back while attacking, our centre-backs to stay back while attacking, nothing else there. I actually usually, in this formation, I set my central centre midfielder to stay back while attacking. On this occasion, we're going to set him to get forward, and we're going to set Vidal to stay back while attacking, and we're going to set Pogba to stay back while attacking. So we're going to have basically like the 6 outside defensive players stay back, and then the 4 guys in the middle, Ben Arfa, Ribery, Lacazette and Di Maria, pushing up to hopefully kind of get in behind, I guess, get in behind the opponent, cause them problems ultimately. And then for Di Maria, stay central and get in behind. I always set this for my wide men, stay central, get in behind, and then Lacazette just stays exactly as it is. You could probably have him to stay forward if there is one. Stay central. Yeah, there's nothing for stay forward, so maybe you could even set him to get in behind. With that pace, why not? In terms of custom tactics, there is only one thing that I like to change. I change offside trap to cover. Everything else remains the same because I do my D-pad tactics in-game, which changes everything. This is the team. Let's go and find out how it plays. Okay guys, our opponent for today's game has got a 184-352 BPL team. Sturridge, Rooney, Mkhitaryan and Martial with David Silva in at cam, Gundogan and Matic at CDM, Smalling, Otamendi, David Luiz and Petr Cech. It's actually a really, really good team. Very high rated, very OP. He's only missing the superstars like Pogba, Koscielny, Aguero, Eden Hazard, but ultimately it's a very nice team. And of course from kickoff, as per usual for me, it's the attacking, counter-attack kind of setting then. Ribery started off quite well for us, but oh hello, run is on. Angel Di Maria. That was close, man. That was close. I want to know how this team plays because I haven't really dealt much with teams like this, like just where there's loads of different players from different leagues. I've typically personally gone for a more consistent one league setup most of the time, unless it was required for me to have a second league. So yeah, it'll be interesting for me to see how this fares and how our opponent works out as well. And I've never played this year with so many 5-star skillers in one team, and that's 2 out of 2 for possession losses from Lacazette. Let's see if we can make it a complete hat-trick. No, we can't. And Pogba's away there. That is beautiful play. Paul Pogba booms through. I don't know why the game thinks that I wanted to do that. Here we go with Lacazette. He's going to get the driven shot away. Oh, it's gone in. It's down as an own goal. Surely that can't be given to Lacazette as a goal. Paul Pogba there, he literally turned around and ran the other direction whilst I was holding forwards. Not a lot I can personally do about that. It goes down as a Nicholas Otamendi OG. This guy's team name is AKA Rage Quit, also known as Rage Quit. But we find ourselves a goal up, and both fortunate and unfortunate to be a goal up. Unfortunate because of the manner that it went in, but it would have been unfortunate if I didn't score there, because I didn't personally do that with Paul Pogba. I personally tried to cut on the inside. Oh, Ben Arthur's running through. Oh, it's Paul Pogba running through. Here we go. We're going to get into some space. Pogba with a driven shot. Can we get it? What is going on with my players? Why has Di Maria lunged for that when he's a good 10, 15 yards away? Silly, silly decision. That should be a foul most likely. Oh no, Pogba's got... Oh wow. I've given the ball away 3 or 4 times absolutely needlessly here today already. Twice with Lacazette. Once with Paul Pogba. Good interception there. It's going to fall back to my opponent, but Sergio Ramos just a bit too good on the inside. And here we go. Ribery's away. He's got Lacazette available. Lacazette's got the space, and he's got the pace, and he's got the 4-star weak foot, and he puts it. Oh, he's 3-star weak foot, isn't he? Is he? Is he 3-star 4-star, or is he 4-star 4-star? I think I don't know. Regardless of what weak foot he's got, he missed that. But I've shown already that the power of this team is pretty effective. The midfield is bullying my opponent, not going to lie. It's pretty destructive. Vidal, the 2 5-star skillers, hitting him with the skill moves there with Hattem. Oh, that's another silly possession to give away. Look at that. And I've caught myself up the field now as well. That's a good interception. No Foulerino, ref, thank you very much. Paul Pogba hits him with the skill moves. And that's... I'm trying too much. I'm trying too much with the 5. This is why actually, one of the reasons why sometimes I perform far better with teams that have only a couple of 4-star skillers, no 5-star skillers, and the rest 3-star skillers, because it just makes me play a much more coherent passing game. Because right now I've had the ball a couple of times now with Pogba and or Ben Arfa, and I've given it away. That's a really nice defensive. That'd be nice. I've given it away due to trying too many skill moves, and that was really good work from my opponent there. He got in behind, used the shielding very, very good with Daniel Sturridge there. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. Let's see what we get here. Pogba over the bar. Over the bar. Really poor offensive play there. I'm rushing my attacks, to be honest. I'm fortunate, as I say, I'm fortunate to be 1-0 up with the own goal, but I feel like I'm having the better of it. And the reason why I'm not really playing so great now is because I know I'm showing a full game. It's like I'm trying to rush my play to get the goals to make sure that you guys know, hey, this team's great. But it's not about making sure this team is great. It's about, go on, Ribery, bang that. Just over the bar. Should have driven the shot. It's about seeing if the team plays well and giving, you know, an honest valuation of the team. That is great from Pogba. Fair play. And there's that strength. He was waiting for it that time. I did the old McGeady spin one too many times. I think we'll have to move on to something a bit more, just a bit more simple. I think, other than the McGeady spin. Let's go with Ribery. Let's hit him with the nice bit of skill moves inside. He's going to bite now, surely. Yeah, there we go. Surely this is going to be 2. It's going to be Lacazette. Lovely finish. Franck Ribery doing all the work down the left-hand side. The Rabona fake, the step overs on the inside, cuts back outside. The McGeady spin round David Luiz, passes it to Lacazette, and all he's got to do is slide it past Petr Cech. It is 2-0. We are 33 minutes in, and I don't think my opponent has really threatened too much. One chance with Sturridge in the box where he put it over the bar, but in general, this is easy street for us right now. That was a beautiful scoop turn. Here is Darmian, his first real possession on the ball. Let's get Darmian to make that run forward. See what he's got about him. Here we go. Here is Darmian. This ball roll on the inside. cuts back on the outside. Matteo Darmian, he's only gone and scored, guys. And I kind of worked that towards him. I really did. Oh, I thought I said Di Maria for a second there. I was like, wait, what? Am I just an idiot? But no, Darmian gets the goal in the back of the net. And AKA Rage Quit looks like he is out of here. And indeed he is. Fantastic performance from the boys. And I tell you what, against a more competent opponent, I could have been in a lot of trouble there because I did give the ball away several times unnecessarily in the midfield. Ribery with an 8.8 man of the match. Lacazette and Darmian with the goals and the assists coming from Di Maria and Franck Ribery. Lacazette doing all the work pretty much. Like he was heavily involved. But I think that midfield is really, really strong. If you look at the match stats, my opponent only had that one shot with Daniel Sturridge on around, what, about the 25th minute or so. It'll pop up for him now. So is it going to pop up for him? Darmian's shot there. For him, is it going to show his shot? Yeah, 23rd minute, Daniel Sturridge was his only shot. We had 7 shots, 4 on target. Only 1 shot from outside the box. 60% possession. 93% pass accuracy. Which is surprising, genuinely, because of how many times I gave the ball away unnecessarily. And we'll take one more quick check of the goals. So the own goal from Otamendi. Nice little bit of work on the edge of the box. Had the shot. Good set. I mean, I actually had Ribery there. Ribery would have surely tapped that in. Ribery was there to score if Otamendi didn't tap that into his own net. So it would have been 1-0 either way. We then got a miss with Lacazette. Clean through on the left peg. I felt like he should have been scoring from that range, especially with his shooting, but no chance at all. Then this shielding here with Sturridge was really good. He managed to get the space. Hitting it on his right foot from there, though, he was never really going to score. We then get our own miss with Paul Pogba on the top of the box. I think he puts this one over the bar. And at this point, I could feel the kind of the momentum going in my favour. Just 3 minutes later, Franck Ribery gets a good opportunity. Maybe I should have finessed that rather than hitting it hard, but I chose the shot that I chose. And then we get the goal with Lacazette after some great work from Ribery, evading the challenge of David Luiz, touches that, taps that one in behind. And then the final goal is not there because he rage quit too quickly after. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the game and indeed the end of the video. If you guys build this team and play with it, let me know how you get on. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.